In 2025, Nostradamus foretold the emergence of a mysterious empire that would rise from the shadows, fundamentally transforming our world. His predictions speak of unseen forces influencing the future and a society on the brink of dramatic change. According to these ancient prophecies, influential leaders will appear from unexpected quarters, and global dynamics may shift in ways that could rewrite history. What exactly did this legendary seer envision? Could his visions be hinting at events already unfolding in our modern era? Before we delve deeper into these intriguing revelations, remember to like, share, and subscribe to join us on this enlightening journey, a free way to support our ongoing exploration of history, destiny, and the mysteries of the unknown. Let's begin with the first prophecy, the rise of a mysterious empire, the emergence of a mysterious empire. Nostradamus's enigmatic prophecies have captivated audiences for centuries, and among his predictions for 2025, one of the most intriguing is the rise of an aquatic empire. His cryptic descriptions hint at a leader emerging from the depths, suggesting that a powerful force is rising from the sea. Whether this should be interpreted literally, as in an underwater civilization or an unforeseen military power, or symbolically, representing a dramatic shift in global influence, remains open to debate. Some interpret these vivid images of waves and oceanic dominion as warnings about climate change and rising sea levels. However, the implications could be far more profound. Consider the recent reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, near our waters, such as the mysterious drones observed off the coast of New Jersey. Could these sightings be early indicators of an event that Nostradamus foresaw centuries ago? History teaches us that today's impossibilities can become tomorrow's realities. An alternative perspective is that this prophecy might not concern natural disasters at all, but rather hint at an advanced intelligence hidden beneath the ocean for millennia. The notion of a sophisticated civilization lurking in the deep has long fueled folklore and conspiracy theories, from tales of Atlantis to accounts of secretive underwater encounters. With over 80% of our oceans still unexplored, it's conceivable that a hidden society, having adapted for survival in the depths, might one day be forced to reveal itself. Some researchers even speculate that the UAPs seen near our waters could originate from the ocean floor rather than outer space, raising the eerie possibility that non-human or extraterrestrial entities have been silently observing us, waiting for their moment. Alternatively, Nostradamus might have been forecasting the emergence of a new global power, a force that gains dominance not through conventional warfare, but by controlling maritime routes, underwater resources, or advanced naval technology. In our modern world, where ocean trade is vital, mastery over the seas translates into immense geopolitical influence. With China's assertive actions in the South China Sea, the growing importance of the Arctic as ice melts, and significant technological advancements in underwater warfare, the rise of an empire from the depths might very well be a metaphor for a seismic geopolitical shift. So what does this mean for us? Whether the prophecy alludes to hidden extraterrestrial forces, an undiscovered civilization, or a monumental realignment of global power, one thing is clear. Our world is on the verge of rapid change. History shows that those who adapt to evolving circumstances are the ones who thrive, while those who ignore these signs risk being left behind. As we approach 2025, it is essential to remain vigilant, question prevailing narratives, and keep a critical yet open mind. Governments may already possess insights that are not being widely disclosed, and as deep-sea exploration and mining advance, the secrets of the ocean might soon come to light. What are your thoughts? Are we on the cusp of a remarkable revelation, or is this just another misunderstood prediction? Join the conversation and share your perspective, because understanding the shifts in power, technology, and our perception of reality is more crucial now than ever before. Conflict and pestilence in Europe. The year 2025 carries an ominous air, as forecasts from both Nostradamus and Baba Vanga suggest a turbulent time for Europe, one marked by warfare and the re-emergence of a devastating plague. History teaches us that conflict and disease often go hand in hand, creating cycles of suffering that reshape entire civilizations. Nostradamus, known for his enigmatic yet eerily precise visions, warned of an ancient malady returning with a vengeance, potentially rivaling or even surpassing the catastrophic pandemics of the past. Could this be a mutated version of the virus that rocked the world in previous centuries, or perhaps a pathogen long hidden in the annals of history? The very notion of a new plague surfacing amid already high global tensions is enough to unsettle even the staunchest skeptics. Adding another layer of uncertainty, Baba Vanga, another revered seer, predicted major conflicts erupting in Europe during this period. The convergence of war and disease has, throughout history, had chilling consequences. Wars destabilize economies, displace populations, and create ideal conditions for illnesses to spread unchecked. The Black Death of the 14th century serves as a grim reminder of how a single outbreak can decimate entire nations. In our highly interconnected modern world, the impact of such events could be even more catastrophic. Experts have long cautioned about the potential for dormant pathogens to reawaken, especially as climate change melts ancient ice and disturbs fragile ecosystems. Are we, then, on the brink of witnessing such an event? While these prophecies may unsettle us, they also underscore the delicate balance that sustains our world. If armed conflict erupts, will we possess the resources, unity, and resilience needed to fend off a lethal plague concurrently? More importantly, what proactive measures can we take now to mitigate such threats? Whether taken literally or viewed as metaphorical warnings, these predictions compel us to reflect on the fragility of our societal structures and the critical need for global cooperation. In an era of advanced medicine and technology, the question remains, will we overcome these challenges, or will history repeat its grim cycle? The message is clear: uncertainty looms, and our response in strengthening our systems and nurturing peace will shape the future. Environmental cataclysms in Brazil. Turning our attention to Brazil, we encounter Nostradamus's enigmatic verses, which many believe predict catastrophic natural events in what he called the Garden of the World. Scholars and enthusiasts have long linked this poetic description to Brazil, a nation celebrated for its breathtaking natural landscapes, yet increasingly at risk from environmental upheavals. Nostradamus's foreboding imagery paints a picture of a land overwhelmed, forced to endure waters tainted with sulfur. This stark vision resonates with Brazil's ongoing battle against extreme flooding, a crisis compounded by rampant deforestation and the far-reaching effects of climate change. These forces disrupt natural ecosystems, intensify storms, and trigger more frequent, severe bouts of rainfall. But the prophecy goes further. While Brazil itself lacks active volcanoes, its closeness to the geologically volatile Andean region raises intriguing questions. Could unforeseen tectonic shifts or subterranean disturbances unleash hidden dangers beneath Brazilian soil? Alternatively, might this volcanic reference symbolize a different kind of eruption, a sudden upheaval of social, political, or ecological forces? Adding to the gravity of these predictions, Nostradamus's mention of poisoned waters might not be a distant threat, but a reflection of a crisis already unfolding. Brazil's rivers, once vital lifelines for numerous communities, are increasingly contaminated by industrial waste, mining runoff, and oil spills. The Amazon, often revered as the Earth's lungs, is under siege, its waters polluted by mercury from illegal gold mining, and its forests disappearing at an alarming pace. These intertwined crises serve as a stark reminder. When nature's balance is disrupted, the consequences are profound and far-reaching. This prophecy could be interpreted as a call to action, a warning that the true disaster may not stem solely from natural forces, but from humanity's relentless exploitation and neglect of the environment. At this pivotal crossroads, the choices before us are clear. Will we persist on a path of environmental degradation, or will we learn to live in harmony with the earth? Drawing from the Buddhist principle of karma, every action carries a consequence. Could these ominous predictions be urging us to reconsider our relationship with nature before the damage becomes irreversible? If you've followed along this far, you're beginning to unravel the secrets behind Nostradamus's 2025 prophecies and the mysteries of our changing world. Share your thoughts below. Do these warnings signal a final plea for humanity to change its course? And stay tuned, because there's much more to uncover about the hidden messages that might shape our future. Unprecedented weather extremes. Throughout history, Nostradamus has been both celebrated and feared for his cryptic visions, many of which seem to resonate with the events of our time. Among his most disquieting forecasts are those regarding extreme weather, suggesting a future where the very earth rebels against humanity with escalating force. His symbolic warnings describe parched landscapes growing ever drier, and once fertile regions being overwhelmed by record-breaking floods, images that echo both ancient scriptural accounts and today's alarming climate trends. Recent years have shown us a relentless uptick in natural disasters. Hurricanes like Beryl Milton and Helen have wreaked catastrophic havoc, with Helen earning the grim distinction of being the deadliest mainland storm since Katrina in 2005. Beyond the Atlantic, severe floods in regions like Afghanistan and Pakistan have claimed thousands of lives, leaving devastation in their wake. These events are not isolated incidents. They form part of a clear and growing pattern of disaster in both frequency and intensity. While some dismiss Nostradamus's predictions as vague, others point to how strikingly his visions align with current realities. Regardless of the debate over prophecy, the scientific evidence is unambiguous. Experts have long warned that human-induced climate change is altering weather patterns. Rising global temperatures intensify storms, prolonged droughts jeopardize food security, and rising sea levels threaten coastal communities. The real question is not whether such calamities will persist, but whether we are adequately prepared to confront them. These challenges underscore the urgent need for a shift in how we interact with our environment. Nostradamus's words, whether taken as prophecy or metaphor, carry a common message. Humanity must alter its trajectory before the damage becomes irreversible. Instead of resigning ourselves to an inevitable apocalyptic future, We should view these warnings as a call to action. Modern society must embrace sustainable practices, invest in renewable energy, conserve water, and hold corporations accountable for their ecological footprint. On an individual level, we can reduce waste, support eco-friendly initiatives, and learn how to coexist harmoniously with nature. Moreover, governments and international organizations must collaborate to prioritize disaster preparedness and fortify infrastructure against the storms of tomorrow. History has shown that civilizations that ignore nature's warnings often face their downfall. The choice remains ours. Will we heed the lessons of the past and act wisely, or will we allow these prophecies to manifest as an inescapable fate? The threat of an asteroid impact. Among Nostradamus's most ominous predictions is the vision of a colossal asteroid barreling toward Earth, a blazing celestial force with the power to fundamentally transform our world. Could 2025 be the year when this prophecy comes to pass? According to the seer, a brilliant fireball streaks across the sky, a symbol of both devastation and potential transformation. Yet amidst this dark forecast, he hints at a sliver of hope, implying that humanity may still have the chance to change its destiny. While the notion of an asteroid impact might evoke scenes from a science fiction blockbuster, it remains a real scientific concern. Each year, hundreds of near-Earth objects pass by without incident, often unnoticed. However, history reminds us that these cosmic wanderers can leave indelible marks on our planet. The asteroid impact that is widely believed to have caused the extinction of the dinosaurs being a prime example. Fortunately, space agencies like NASA and the European Space Agency continuously monitor the heavens, tracking large asteroids and analyzing their trajectories. Their vigilant efforts enable the detection and prediction of potential threats with remarkable precision. If a sizable asteroid were set on a collision course with Earth, scientists would likely spot it years in advance. Yet the unsettling reality is that our current capabilities to deflect or avert such an impact remain limited. Researchers are exploring theoretical strategies, ranging from deflecting an asteroid with nuclear explosives to altering its course using kinetic impactors. NASA's recent success with the DART mission, which intentionally collided with an asteroid to change its trajectory, offers hope that one day these technologies could evolve into a robust planetary defense system. However, the pressing question remains: will we develop these capabilities in time? Nostradamus's prophecy leaves room for interpretation. Could the fiery fireball be a metaphor for another catastrophic event, a war, a volcanic eruption, or is it a stark reminder of the threats lurking beyond our atmosphere? More importantly, it underscores the fragility of life and the critical need for collective responsibility. Whether or not an asteroid impact looms in 2025, one lesson stands out. Humanity thrives when it anticipates challenges and unites to overcome them. Instead of succumbing to fear of what might occur, we should channel our efforts into advancing scientific research, preparing for uncertainties, and cherishing the present. After all, the future is not predetermined. It is shaped by the actions we take today. Shifting global dynamics. Throughout the ages, civilizations have risen and fallen, and power has shifted as predictably as the tides. Nostradamus, the renowned 16th century seer, didn't just forewarn of disasters. He also spoke of sweeping changes in global leadership and influence. As we approach 2025, many are left wondering if his predictions are beginning to unfold before our eyes. Nations now stand on the brink of significant change, with escalating tensions among world powers. The ongoing struggle for dominance between the United States and China, the transformative conflict in Eastern Europe reshaping international alliances, and persistent turmoil in the Middle East all point to an era of uncertainty and transition. In his cryptic verses, Nostradamus hinted at a time when traditional Western powers would see their influence wane, giving rise to a new global order. Today, we observe emerging powers like China and India, not only strengthening their economies, but also expanding their political and military influence, challenging the long-held dominance of the US and Europe. History reminds us that no empire endures forever. The fall of the Roman Empire and the retreat of the British Empire are just two examples of this timeless cycle. If Nostradamus's words hold any truth, then we are witnessing the latest chapter in this enduring pattern. What implications do these geopolitical shifts hold for the average person? Will these changes lead to a more equitable global landscape, or are we on the path toward greater instability? Change itself is neutral. It simply is. As the Buddha taught, nothing is permanent. Everything is in constant flux. The real question lies in how we, as individuals and societies, choose to navigate these transformations. Will we cling to outdated structures, or will we adapt and uncover new opportunities amid the upheaval? History shows that major shifts in power have often paved the way for innovation and progress. The decline of an empire frequently creates space for fresh ideas, new leadership, and novel approaches to governance. Could this be a turning point where global influence is more evenly distributed among nations, rather than dominated by a single superpower? Or are we entering an era of intensified rivalry and competition? These questions extend beyond the realms of politics and economics. They affect every one of us who shares this planet. While Nostradamus's prophecies remain shrouded in mystery and open to interpretation, viewed by some as eerie forecasts and by others as poetic musings, history itself demonstrates that power is never static. Instead of fearing change, perhaps we can embrace it with wisdom and mindfulness. If you're still with us, you're already one step closer to grasping the powerful transformations that lie ahead in 2025. Type "Prophecy Revealed" in the comments if you're ready to explore what the future might hold. Revolution in medicine and technology. Throughout history, Nostradamus's visions have both intrigued and unsettled us, and among his forecasts are hints of groundbreaking advances in medicine and technology that could redefine our way of life. As we approach 2025, we stand on the brink of a medical revolution. Imagine a future where treatments are uniquely tailored to each individual. Unlike traditional methods that apply a one-size-fits-all approach, personalized medicine uses genetic insights to design treatments specifically for you, optimizing dosages and reducing side effects by eliminating the guesswork of trial-and-error prescriptions. At the same time, artificial intelligence is transforming healthcare at an unprecedented pace. AI-driven diagnostics can analyze vast amounts of medical data in mere seconds, often detecting diseases such as cancer in their earliest stages, thereby boosting survival rates and easing the strain on global healthcare systems. When combined with robotic-assisted surgeries, machine learning is making complex procedures safer, more precise, and more accessible, potentially cutting surgical risks and recovery times. Even more remarkable are the emerging breakthroughs in combating chronic and degenerative conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia, ailments that have long challenged medical science. With AI-enhanced drug discovery and advances in gene therapy, the possibility of reversing or even preventing these conditions is inching closer to reality. While some interpret Nostradamus's forewarnings as dark omens, his prophecies could just as well be seen as heralding a future where science and technology unite to extend human life, elevate living standards, and conquer some of our most daunting health challenges. However, every revolutionary advancement comes with its own ethical dilemmas. Questions about who will have access to these transformative treatments and how to ensure technology benefits humanity rather than controlling it remain crucial. If Nostradamus hinted at a mysterious empire rising, perhaps it is an empire built on knowledge, innovation, and medical breakthroughs that will transform our world for the better. As we embrace these changes, it is essential to proceed with care, using technology as a tool for healing and unification rather than division. Ultimately, whether these prophecies manifest as blessings or warnings depends on how wisely we harness our scientific achievements. The choices we make today will shape a future where progress is paired with mindfulness and responsibility, ensuring the well-being of humanity always comes first. Global famine and economic collapse. Nostradamus's prophecies for 2025 paint a stark picture of widespread hunger and financial disintegration, a pestilential wave that could upend the world order. His words prompt us to ask, what could this really mean for our society? Historically, food shortages have reshaped civilizations, and his writings hint that another major crisis might be on the horizon. Could natural disasters like colossal tsunamis that swallow fertile land or unyielding droughts, transforming vibrant farmlands into barren deserts, be the culprits? Or might an outbreak of agricultural diseases, pests, and blights sweep across continents, leaving nations scrambling to feed their populations? Additionally, the ever-present specter of war, exacerbated by growing global tensions, could further devastate essential food supplies, pushing humanity perilously close to collapse. Yet Nostradamus's vision extends beyond hunger. He also foretells a dramatic transformation of the global economy, predicting a shift away from traditional currencies toward alternative forms of money. Recent developments, such as the surge of digital currencies, economic instability in major nations, and increasing public distrust in centralized banking, suggest that our financial systems may be more fragile than they appear. What if runaway inflation renders paper money worthless? Or if a new financial framework emerges that revolutionizes the way we trade, save, and survive? Consider the daily impact. If our current money system were to collapse, could barter systems based on gold, digital assets, or even food become the norm? Would governments impose radical economic controls? Or would power shift to those who control these alternative resources? Nostradamus's ambiguous words serve not only as a prophecy, but also as a warning, a reminder that history tends to repeat itself, and that great empires have crumbled when their economies and food supplies failed. The critical question remains, are we truly prepared? If these predictions hold even a grain of truth, what steps can we take to protect ourselves and our communities? This may be the moment to re-examine our reliance on centralized financial institutions and consider self-sufficiency, growing our own food, investing in resources with intrinsic value, and building resilience for uncertain times. Nostradamus's vision, however bleak it may seem, offers an opportunity, a call to prepare, adapt, and fortify our lives before chaos ensues. History teaches us that societies that anticipate change thrive. while those that ignore warning signs eventually fall. So what measures will you take today to secure a stable future for tomorrow? The end of a major war. Throughout history, warfare has been a relentless force, shaping nations, toppling empires, and leaving behind legacies of both valor and devastation. But what if 2025 marks the turning point, the long-anticipated end of a major conflict, not solely through military victory, but driven by economic exhaustion and the stark realization that peace is our only sustainable option? Nostradamus, the enigmatic French seer whose prophecies continued to intrigue the world, hinted at such a moment in one of his final visions. He foresaw a time when endless conflict would become unsustainable, compelling nations to set aside their arms, not merely out of goodwill, but out of necessity. Could we be nearing such a decisive juncture? Whether through territorial disputes, proxy wars, or power struggles, might the battles we witness today soon reach a breaking point, forcing global leaders to reassess their strategies? History offers many examples. The mighty Roman Empire crumbled under the strain of overextended military campaigns and economic burdens, while the two devastating world wars of the 20th century eventually ended when the costs of war outweighed their benefits. In our modern era, economic fatigue is already evident. Rising inflation, disrupted supply chains, and the immense costs of sustained military engagement are pressuring nations to rethink their positions. Yet the question remains, will this lead to lasting peace, or are we destined to see only a temporary lull before the next conflict erupts? The Buddhist teaching of impermanence reminds us that nothing lasts forever, not even war. Could 2025 be the year when the world finally embraces the wisdom of these ancient words? If peace is indeed on the horizon, what role do we play as individuals? Is it possible for us to influence our leaders, our communities, and even our own hearts to favor dialogue over destruction? Nostradamus's vision offers a sliver of hope, a chance for humanity to break free from the cycle of conflict. Yet it also poses a challenge. Will we seize this opportunity to forge a new era of peace, or will history repeat itself with familiar patterns of strife? As we ponder his eerie predictions for 2025, one truth emerges: change is inevitable. Whether these prophecies are a glimpse into our future or a warning to heed, they remind us that history is shaped by those who are prepared to adapt. The rise of new powers, the relentless challenges of war and disease, the unstoppable force of nature, and the rapid evolution of technology will all redefine our world in the years ahead. Amid this uncertainty, we are not powerless. We have the ability to question, to adapt, and ultimately to shape our own destiny. What are your thoughts? Are Nostradamus's visions unfolding before our eyes, or are they simply echoes of history repeating itself? Share your views in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and wish to explore more mysteries of history, fate, and the unknown, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest insights into the past, present, and future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay wise, and keep exploring the mysteries of the universe.